Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the RaceKraft V8 Vets Split 4 broadcast coming to you today from the one and only Belle Isle. I'm John Van Reet. With me in the chat, I've got Mark Dial and Ross Watson. How are we, lads? Good to have you boys with us. We'll start off by having a very quick look at the one and only Belle Isle circuit, where we start on the start-finish straight on the exit of Sunset Drive, where we then have a quick right-left combination, both high-speed corners in fourth gear, where we come over the bridge on the canal and down Central Avenue, where we head all the way down to the tight turn 3, the hard right-hander, where we then turn onto the Flemington Straight, sweeping around through turn 4, which is another right-hander, into the left-hander, up over the bridge on Picnic Way, where we then run down the Strand. Fun fact about the Strand, it is the only place in the United States of America where Canada is to the south. We then head down the Strand all the way down into the hard braking right-hander into turn 7, where we go past the casino and loop around the cricket pitch. Yes, that is correct. There is a cricket oval on Belle Isle. In fact, there is actually 2 cricket ovals on Belle Isle. And then we come back around onto Sunset Drive, around the James Scott Memorial Fountain. And no, it's not a tribute to James Scott winning Scops and the Pro Series. It is the philanthropist that was in the 1920s in Detroit. And then we take 2 right-hand turns around Sunset Drive on the point and then back to the start-finish straight. Very quick track, time about 1:30 to 33. And these boys tonight will be absolutely pushing the limits of it. And we might just also have a very quick look at the championship points as well going into this round. As of course, no drop rounds in this. And Shannon McMillan is 24 points in front of Brad Hayes. Michael Power sitting in third. Jeff Sanford in fourth. Wilco in fifth. Van Ree in sixth. Darren Walden in seventh. Marty Hughes in eighth. Dave Holly 9. Shane Patterson in 10th. Baldock in 11th, which is a bit of a surprise. Nita Buckland in 12th, which is fantastic. Zatira 13. Freya 14 away this week. David Leslie in 15th. Lipsky in 16th. Jason Chin 17th. Robbie Baxter back in 18th. Back with Marshy 19. Watson in 20th. Listener 21. Logsdale 22. 23 is Darren Vermate, Tommy DeWitt, and then Darren Friend in 25th. So it's still no drop rounds in this. Of course, Ray Smith winning the first two races that he's come into after missing the first two. He doesn't feature yet until we start adding drop rounds. So still very tight, I think, guys, for this championship and for promotional positions. Yeah, definitely going. Wait and see. Let's have a look at the grid for this one as well. As Ray Smith, of course, is hot at the moment, and he is on pole with a 1:31.987. Absolute cracking time, 4/10 of a second faster than Brad Hayes from Apex Esports League. And then on the second race, Shannon McMillan from WK&P looking for a bit of luck tonight. Brendan Zatera from Player One Sim Racing in fourth. Shane Patterson from Nova Sim Sports on the third row of the grid. I think that is pretty sensational in itself. And then, of course, lining up alongside him is Southern Cross Racing's Michael Power. On the fourth row, Darren Friend from Old Mates and Sons lines up alongside Rob Baxter, who's becoming quite a regular in the top 10 this season. So surprised to see that he was sitting all the way back down in 18th on the board. Jeff Sanford, who was on fourth in the board, or sitting fourth on the board at the moment, is in ninth from Player One. He lines up on the fifth row alongside Marty Hughes from Pacific Esports. And then on the sixth row, Tommy DeWitt from WK&P lines up alongside Adam Hughes from Team AHM. Adam having a great start to the season as well, showing some good pace there, sitting in 12th, lining up behind his namesake. Going over the page, we go to Andrew Listener from Chick Racing in 13th on the 7th row, lining up alongside David Holly from Player One. On the 8th row, we've got Ross Watson from Misfits lining up alongside Wilco from Locked On Lads in 16th. On the 9th row, Glenn Wilbay from Omen Racing lines up alongside Phil Marsh from PJM. On the 10th row, Phil Whiting from Passion Sim Racing lines up alongside John Van Ree from WK&P. 11th row, Carl Pickering, Pico back this week in the field, lines up alongside Darren Walden from Angry Birds on the 11th row. On the 12th row, Vaughan Robinson, the privateer, lines up alongside Martin Lipsky from Tulip Racing. And over the page, big field again tonight. Darren Schaefer from Omen Racing lines up alongside Darren Vermey. Then in 27th, my favourite Dutchman, Greg Sholton, lines up alongside Neil Waters from Player One Sim Racing. On the 15th row, we've got Jason Chin from Fishy Motorsports and Braden O'Loughlin from Frog Leap Juice Racing. And then on the 16th row, we've got David Leslie from Bluebird Racing lining up alongside Jason Thomas from Apex Esports. And then we have on 33rd, Anita Buckland from Old Mates and Sons lining up alongside. I've just realised I haven't had these boys turned up in Discord. Sorry about that. Lining up alongside Anita Buckland lines up alongside Tim Vermey from 1MLT. Tim Hall lines up alongside Craig Rose from Quantum Racing. Got to get that right. As we go over the page again, as I said, big field. We then have David Logsdale, from Team AJR, David Baldock on 37th, lining up alongside Gunther von Nordschleife from WK&P. On the 20th row, we have David Logsdale from Team AJR lining up alongside Fishy Motorsports, Peter Morris, and then Simon Pitt, the privateer, did not set a time. And then, of course, we have our race control with Travis Azzopardi, I'll get it right one day, and then we have Lucas Neal as our race controls, and then Lucas Burt is our safety car driver. Interesting grid, fellas.
It is.
It certainly is.
Just shaking up.
It definitely shaken up. I think it's going to be an interesting race. Plenty of action, plenty of controversy in Discord feedback chat as well. So we might start this one off sitting on our good friend Shane Patterson so we can see what happened at this start. And I think we might light the wick on this. What do you reckon?
Yeah, man, that's the one.
Good.
All I could see was smoke off the start, so.
We'll see what went up to me. It was pretty interesting. Let's light the wick on this and see how these lads go. Hey, Pato, a little bit of a stall. He gets it going now. And then, of course, it's all smoke in front of him. There's one car facing backwards, another one in the back, another one in the back. Pato facing the wrong direction. And I think if we go to the chopper, you might even see there's a bit more going on there. Everyone trying to squeeze through. So you can sort of see a little bit of frustration as we jump up to the front now of Ray. He's got a great start. He's already got himself 1.5 seconds on Zatera. Shannon McMillan sitting in third, tucked up behind Zatera. So plenty of action already at the start there. I think a few boys were thinking we might be going to get a safety car from that.
Well, I was hoping my fingers were crossed. I was involved in that.
Andrew Listener getting a bit racy with Darren Friend. Plenty of action on lap 1 already. And of course, a few boys trying to recover. Some big winners out of that, though, was Anita Buckland. She's up 12 spots.
Controlled well, she. We'll see.
And Daniel Schaefer, he popped up 8 spots out of that. Cal Pickering went up 7. Definitely some big movers and shakers in that first bit. Definitely starting to settle down as Zatera and Smith head across to start lap 2. We'll just work our way back a little bit, keeping an eye on some of these battles a bit further back. It's Phil Whiting down 19 spots, one of the big losers out of that incident. He's trying to recover positions. Of course, not the easiest track to recover.
No, definitely not.
In a tight little battle here with Marty Hughes. And that's a bit of sideways action, and it looks like someone else involved in that one as well. Looks like it might be Pickering. Doing a bit of a flick spin back the other way. So all happening here on lap 2. Might go a bit further up the front. Darren Friend coming down. He's got Dave Holly right behind him. And he's just missed his braking marker. Oh, no. Great start. Just to lose it like that. Jump back with McMillan. A bumpy old circuit. Very interesting in these cars. These cars brought a whole new aspect to racing around this place.
Yeah, they didn't like following too much though, did they?
No, they didn't like that at all. You really had to be careful with your tyres.
It's a good looking car, isn't it?
Great looking car. Tucked right up behind Tommy DeWitt at the moment. Already starting to see a few guys roll into the pits.
That'd be fun.
Oh, great move on Holly there. Gets swamped by 2 of them. And Wilbo running in the top 10 up 8 spots, sitting in 9th. That's great for him. Just in front of DeWitt.
clear now, isn't he?
Yeah, Ray doing very well. Cleared out from Zatira. Zatira into the lane. I didn't understand. Oh no, he's back again. Drew Rushworth saying these cars are better to drive than the Gen 2. I thought they were around here.
You know, I did do about left 10 or 11.
Right, starting lap 4. Might just jump off these boys. Good little battle here though. Rob Baxter under a bit of pressure. He has Andrew Listener tucked right up behind him. Might just go a little bit further back. Have a look how Jason Thomas is getting on. AT, Mr. Apex Racing or Apex Esports. He's putting a lot of pressure on Craig Rose in front of him. Goes for the pass. He's coming hot. Oh, he's done well to keep that off the cushion. Big shout out to Tommy. Hope you had a good round of golf today, mate. Who else we've got to go to? We might go to some other Muppet who's a little bit impatient as well, just to make JT feel a bit better. A bit of side-by-side action. And slightly missed the braking point. And bang.
Oh.
Doesn't take much.
No.
Did you get much damage from that?
A little bit of the left hand down, I think. About 10 degree. Unlike the old car, where you could hit the cushion and not much happen, these things, you actually did get a bit of damage.
Yep. You definitely do.
Yeah, seen plenty of that from Split 1 on Thursday night.
The championship leader, Shannon McMillan, man in P2, Brad Hayes, tucked up behind him.
Old Hazy's moving, eh? Keep going from last season.
He's definitely showed a little bit last season that he had some pace, but he's definitely liking these Gen 3 cars. Smith definitely cleared out from these two. So is Zatera.
Something not clean there.
It makes a big difference around this place, if you can find it. A little bit of a brush on the wall there by Hayes. There's our race leader, Zatera. And then the distance back to McMillan and Hayes. And then comes Michael Power. And then another big step back to Adam Hughes and Baxter. And then Listener. Yeah, lap 6. Might go back a little bit. Have a look at a few of the boys a bit further back again. And Vaughan Robinson. I believe he may have joined up with Justin Wood and Andrew Galley. I'm waiting for confirmation on that one. Still getting classified as a privateer here at the moment. Oh no! A little bit of grass goes a long way to spinning.
Yeah, a bit of commentator's curse right there, though.
Yep. I think just a little bit. How are we going to get out of this one's the next question. Yeah, staying out of everyone's way. Someone in the background there, looks like Rosie, I think it was, might have just hit the cushion on turn 3. Sees a little bit of a gap, thinks about it, stops. Oh, that was tight.
Did he get round? Race got round?
What's that?
Did
Yeah,
he?
you got,
Race got round? Yeah.
only just.
Overall change up with it. What's that?
Hey, not an easy gig reversing back like that to try and find a spot.
Especially not there.
So it's going to go back. Yeah, Ross is still tucked up behind Tommy.
Yeah, I could take the part number off that boy's wing. Go ahead. He just had the drive coming out of there and then onto the back straight too.
He'd been working very hard on that, as he's now tucked up behind Wilbo in front of him on lap 7. Might go.
I thought it would have damage from the lap 1, but it doesn't look as if I do.
No, it doesn't look like they do. Car's looking relatively good. Good little battle here, though. Hey,
Relatively clean too.
Wilbo defends the inside. Tommy to the out. Opens the door up a little bit, and Watson going to sneak through here.
Tell you what, that is a wide Mustang. It's definitely got the time attack body kit on it.
Wilbo doing well here.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll just stay with this for another lap. A little bit longer. So DeWitt looking very cool, calm and collected.
He's sitting there going, he's going to praying that.
Let's go embarrass myself a bit more.
Pretty cool shot, that one, eh?
And I've buggered myself up. That wasn't me. That's all right. I'll go back to where the action is, Mr. Baxter. Under a lot of pressure from Andrew Listener. So Adam Hughes just in front of these lads as well. Oh, Listener has a bit of a look there. Keep the pressure on Baxter.
Keep poking. It's one of those tracks that you got to trust force the guy in front of you to make the mistake rather than you being able to pass.
That's pretty much it. Takes a fair bit of effort to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Not driving well though. One of our rookies this season. Marshy letting him pass. That traffic was pretty good last night, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
Only one call that I heard for blue flags. Listen, going in for the early stop on lap 9, which is interesting, or lap 10. Dave Holly, Ross Watson, you're going to...
Yeah, she's looking a bit bent.
Yeah, you've done something there. You're ducking into the lane as well.
Yeah, tried to throw a concrete barrier at the guy in front of me.
So Lisner, Wilkinson, Watson in the lane. Go back up with Adam Hughes.
How'd you guys go in fuel strategy last night? I accidentally filled right up. I could have taken a couple of seconds out.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. I think it was 60 litres, I think, for the first stop and 20 in the second. Was the plan. So the narrow fastness entry of Adam Hughes, he's doing a great job sitting in 6th place.
Keep an eye on old Braden there. He does quite well himself.
Eye on Braden. Where's Braden?
Right out through the race.
Braden sitting back in 18th at the moment, up 12 spots. It's not a bad start from him. Chinny in front of him. Let's just see how JT's getting on. Where's he recovered to? He is all the way back down with Phil Whiting.
Up 4.
And Phil Marsh, he's still tracking along as well. So a few boys still out there. I'll just check on Marshy again. He's out on the back part of the circuit. Let's jump on with Greg Sholton.
Andrew's saying he went in there because he can get past.
Tried the undercut. Yeah.
May as well in that situation.
Well, you got to try something. Doesn't hurt.
Good looking car for a Mustang. Thank God. Bring on the Toyotas.
Yeah. There's a few people saying that. Going to check on Wilbo again. Got Tommy DeWitt still tucked up behind him. Back on the Wilbo. Well, bit of a bump there. I missed that one. It's going to allow Wilbo to get through and Sanford, I think. No, it's going to fight Sanford off.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a redress right there.
And Marshy comes in a little bit hot there into the wall. That car's in all sorts of strife as that group of 3 go through. Waiting for the corner to clear. Not looking like it's going to happen here. Let's jump back of this battle pack. This is surely got to be a safety car coming.
Yeah, it looks like he's still waiting. Park reverse.
Tyre smoke into there as well. Rose about to get swamped by these lads.
Everyone done pretty well not to rear end him too. Sitting there.
Yeah, he's still sitting there. Let's get the right car. He's still sitting there, so definitely boys doing well to avoid here. Can't get the car rolling. Plenty of smoke coming out. Shane Patterson, did you miss anything? You missed the start, my friend. Gave the Nova Sim Sport car plenty of airtime. So surely we've got to get a safety car in. I think it's just been called. So there it is, under safety car.
So what were we, 13? I was like, do I go for my final stop or?
Ooh, that's a fair effort to go from there.
That's what I thought.
Hey, Smith coming around the cricket pitch now. Safety car rolling. And I think we're about to see a mad flurry of pit stops. And we'll see how Andrew Listener goes with that early undercut. Hopefully, if the safety car rolls out. We'll wait and see. Major flurry in the lane now. Sholton, Verme, Hall, Baldock, Logsdale, Morris, Jellison, Thomas, Wilkinson, Pitt, Whiting, Van Ree, Robinson, all in the lane. And in comes Zatera, Smith, McMillan, Hayes, Power. And I think we're about to see Hughes come in. Baxter will follow. Wilbo, DeWitt. They're a little bit further back. Surely they're going to roll into the lane as well here. Yeah, you can see they're heading in as well. A bit further back, Darren Walden. So definitely all rolling in. A safety car waiting on track for the race leader. Of course, still coming out of pit lane, and here he is to pick it up. Race leader Ray Smith tucks up behind the safety car. Our RaceKraft Simulations McLaren 570 GT3 Evo. And of course, be careful out there. We do have our Phil Marsh still there at turn 3. Everybody rolling out of the pit lane now. And coming back around to pick up the safety car.
So if I'm right, everyone's just done their one stop bar Wilco, eh?
Pretty much at the moment. I think Wilco has done 2 stops. Just have a look at Chinny coming down here. Feel these boys. Not looking attention, seeing the smoke there. It should have been a dead giveaway. And Chinny cost himself a couple of spots.
Was that a toe there? Or did they drop out back out?
Back out and back in. There's a couple of guys were blinking last night.
Yeah, I'm
Not a lot.
a few issues of mine.
So on lap 14 here, it's been a fairly eventful start to the race. A major pile up in the first, or even before the first corner. So definitely plenty to see, plenty to happening. And of course, as we sit behind the safety car, our race leader is Ray Smith, followed by Brendan Zatera, Shannon McMillan. All the big names are up the front. Brad Hayes sitting in 4th. Michael Power in 5th. Andrew Listener with that early stop on lap 9. He has managed to drag himself up to 6th, up 7 spots. Rob Baxter in 7th. 8th is Adam Hughes. 9th is Tommy DeWitt. 10th is Jeff Sanford. 11th, Glenn Wilbo, Dave Holly, Ross Watson, who also pitted on lap 9, sitting in 13th. Anita Buckland in 14th, up 19 positions. That is a fair effort in itself. And then, of course, Darren Walden up 7 in 15. Greg Sholton, another big winner from the incident early on, is up 11 in 16th. Darren Vermey up 9 in 17th. Daniel Schaefer up 7 in 18th. Martin Lipsky is up 5 in 19th. And Braden O'Loughlin rounds out the top 20 up 10 spots. So, of course, waiting for a few waiver rounds and for these lads to get themselves all settled again to go. As we come back around, Marsh still sitting there smoking at turn 2. So another big week of V8 Vets racing just about in the bag here at Belle Isle. Kick it off again next week, starting on Monday night with round 2 of the Over 60s 2005 Championships. That was an absolute epic race 1. So we see what these boys can do for race 2 on Monday night. Well worth a look. And then, of course, on Thursday night, we are back at Okayama again for all 4 splits. And some massive action, some very, very hotly contested splits as well. I know split 4 between Smith, Satira, McMillan and Hayes. We are definitely going to be on for a great end of this season, I think. Of course, rounds, and of course, this is the halfway point. So now we start really getting to the pointy end.
Yeah, the over 60s race was very good to watch. It was helped in there helping Ed and Pete as well, sort of keeping an eye on traffic ahead of them. It was a good race.
It was awesome to see. It had everything in it. Yeah,
Definitely. Definitely had it all.
For our split 4 driver to take it out.
Made it very interesting. That's all I'll say.
Mm.
Of course, Okayama, a very technical circuit, so it'll be interesting to see how the boys go there again. A circuit everybody knows as well.
Yep.
Got to get used to driving it in these new cars.
He did some laps before I joined the broadcast, and they're down to low 33s. So I'm quite happy with that at the moment.
That'll make it quite interesting.
Yeah, RaceKraft been doing a bloody good job.
Definitely had their hands full on Thursday night. Yes. Boys go round again. And the wave round's finally starting to happen. Interesting with the track last on Thursday night. It was, you can sort of see from the onboard here that, you know, we've had debris on track, of course, but Vets was supposedly racing for marbles turned off. But it was interesting on Thursday night that the marbles were actually on. They obviously coming on the track as debris. I'm not sure whether that caught too many people out or not.
You certainly knew when you went online.
Hmm.
Yeah, he sure did.
On a different subject. Does anyone know who got pole for the 12-hour?
No, I haven't had a chance to have a look, to be honest.
No, missed it too. I looked up and it was off. It was over. The cricket was on. What the hell? What happened to me racing?
Of course, the cricket's all over as well. 3 days.
Yeah.
Who you playing us?
No, we're playing Sri Lanka. Over there. Kuhneman taking 9 wickets for the game.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with our cricket team at the moment. Going back to how they used to play.
Well, they beat India at home. You can't argue with that.
I think Kinsey may have had a hand in that one.
Okay, I've got a feeling we might go green at the end of this lap. There we go, the Bamboo Racing team, they got pole in the AMG. There you go, Mark.
Man, can you?
Yeah, AMG, I think they'll do well. They look very quick.
Lucas Auer got pole.
See how much the fuel bill is for that for the weekend?
Oh, it'd be scary.
It's something like 15 grand. And the tyres are like 50 grand.
Be scary. Like at the 6 hour, we pitted with the Madeki BMW, and the amount of fuel that went into that thing and the amount of tyres that went on that thing for the 6 hour was scary. So I hate to think what you're doing for the 12 hour in something that's got a hell of a lot more grunt than that thing.
I think we're going green this.
Yep, going green this lap. Yep. Expect the safety car to pull away shortly.
Shane was saying a 201.27 for the pole. Jesus.
It's moving.
Hell yeah.
That safety car has pulled away. We're just waiting for the call. The safety car is in pits. Fairly easy pit entry for the safety car at this track. As Ray Smith now has control of the field. And he is away. That is green flag racing.
It's a clean pair of heels there.
Yeah, Zatira's gone with him. They've got about a second jump on McMillan. It's going to go back through the field a little bit. Jump on down about here. These boys, you can see how far laid back they are. And Dave Leslie, see the flurry of cars. Big blocking move there in front. Got a bit of tyre smoke. Door opens. Gets inside Chin. David Leslie here from Blue Bell Racing. These boys here, Darren Friend tucked up behind him. Great little battle. Looks like a little bit slow by Verme off the final corner there. Oh, and Leslie, oh, track's blocked.
Well, that was well done. Avoid that.
Few boys coming through there fairly quick still. Too wide there. Oh, you lads done very well. They jump back up for McMillan with Hayes tucked in behind. Might just go on board, see how that Baxter Sanford battle is going. Sando a little hot. Oh, Jeff.
Very easy to do in that corner though, isn't it?
Of course, got to sit there and wait for the mob to come through. That's what really hurts when you do that around this place.
When everyone's waving at you as they're coming past.
Yeah, we've got to wait now for the gap. Might just jump on with my other mate, Mr. Wilkinson. He's tucked right up behind Darren Friend, Neil Waters. Untervor Nordschleife just behind these blokes. So battles everywhere at the moment. That's what you expect when you've had a restart. It's a bit of a look up the inside. He's coming in hot here as well. Oh, it's contact again. Oh! Nordschleife gets out of the way. That could have been very, very tragic. Pete does the right thing, parks it on the inside out of the way. Got to sit and wait again for everybody. Let's go back up to this battle with Hayes.
Got a run on him.
Definitely looking stable.
Definitely looking on the mirrors.
And McMillan comfortably sitting in third. He's lost 3 seconds as a Tierra. So definitely, he's looking a little bit quick in the background. Oh, he's come in hot there as well. Puffer tyre smoke. He's in trouble. Oh no, McMillan into the wall. Another one caught out, and looks like Hughes has gone with him. Bit of synchronised reversing there. Gets himself going safely. Maybe a little bit of damage to the car there. And just going to quickly jump on. I'm not going to find him in time, am I? Darren Friend also in trouble there as well. He's had a bit of an incident on the back straight, coming out of turn 6. He's got himself going. Dave Holly under all sorts of pressure from Darren Walden. Walden with a bit of a drive out of the corner there. It's forced to the outside. Nice, he gets it done though on the outside. That's a good bit of driving from Darren. Dave Holly now under pressure from Buckland and Hughes behind.
Anita up 21. Well done.
Yeah.
Driving very well. Danita, probably one of her best drives. He's having a bit of a look there in the background. A great little battle pack with this group. Sort of goes all the way back. to Daniel Schaefer. All of them are swarming down. Bolden's managed to get out away. Oh,
Let him through. that's a great little battle with this group. And Schaefer tucked up behind Sholton. Bit hot. Looks like he's done okay. Kept control. Wait,
Oh, into the wall. That's Schaefer. That's not a good spot to be stopped. Flicks with traffic around. Let's see what he can do. He gets a nice flick spin. Disappears altogether. But gets it going again. And under a bit more pressure now. It's dropped him back a fair way, back to about 23rd, 24th. Oh no, kept it off the wall. Can't ask much more than that. Go back up, have a look at our mate Wilbo. And he's still under a lot of pressure from our one and only Ross Watson.
He drives well.
He does. Doing very well tonight. And it's going to check in on the man who lost the most at the start, Mr. Patterson. He's trying to fight his way back. He's got Wilco behind him and Ree in front. All the guys caught up in that lap one, in incidents at the start. Of course, Pato would be seeing Van Ree in front. He like waving a red flag to a bull. And he comes in too hot. Pato. Have a look back up with Adam Hughes, tucked up behind, chasing Dave Holly. Nita Buckman behind him. That battle pack's still raging on. Anita still driving really well. Up 20 spots now. That is a fair effort in itself.
Yeah, pushing around this place. Gunther up to 20th, up 18. Nice.
Well, Gunnar up 18. Timmy Hall up 14. Braden O'Loughlin up 15 and 15. Jason Chin's up 12. Who else? Peter Morris and Simon Pitt both up 15 spots. So a few big movers already.
How's everyone's tyres feeling about here? It might have been too heavy.
Oh, used and abused. Pretty much like the car was. Adam doing very well. I believe Adam is a former fast-track driving coach. He used to do a little bit of work with the one and only Gunter.
Oh, yeah? Oh, as in fast track from Sandown?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Eastern Creek and various other places.
Eh,
Oh, that's a big dive into the pit lane.
you know, they good days out, those ones. I went to the one at Sandown when we went to the Formula 1 a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay. I know Russell Uran did one just before Christmas down at Sandown.
I haven't seen much of Dave Bulldog. How is he doing?
Well, there's no German sex pest telling us to drink, so he's quietly plugging away. Bulldog currently in up 14 spots in 23rd. And nicely just in front of Timmy Hall. So, Nita a little bit loose there. She's managed to catch it. And she's just found the marbles there. Oh, that's not a good spot to park. Oh! Safely gets it out of the way.
Done well to get that out of the way.
And it just stopped.
Oh, that's a shame.
That is a big shame. Timmy Hall hits the wall hard. Oh, Whiting involved. I think that was Vaughan Robinson as well. That car is smoking. He's going no, I think. All happening here in a very short time span. And up Jason Chin. He looks like he's missed his braking marker again. Oh, kept it off the tyre wall though. Back that Fishy Motorsport entry back up and go one more time. Surely that's got to bring out a safety car. We still have Anita stranded on the side of the circuit. And I do believe the safety car is out on track.
It's going to come at a bit of time. I just come in the pits the lap before.
And safety car is rolling. Oh, that's in front of him. He's got lucky. Managed to sneak out. So the race has been neutralised. So I'd probably say, looking at the time frame, This will be a great opportunity for everyone to get their second stop in. So Charlton, Walden, Waters, Vermey, Nordschleife, Chin, Baldock, Morris, all diving down the lane as we speak. Of course, Holly Wilkinson already made the 2 stops. McMillan's made his 2 stops as well. So is Watson and Walden.
Is it Brandon up to 10th?
Brandon's up to 10th, yep. Baldock rolling back out down the lane. Tucks in behind Chin by the looks. He's done relatively well, up 13 spots in 24th. Back out on new cold tyres. And...
Oh no.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, no.
Could have learnt something from his teammate at ASR on Tuesday night. May have done the same thing as we're seeing now. Zatera, Smith, Hayes, Power, Baxter, DeWitt, Listener, Wilbo and Hughes all in the lane. Coming back out. Our safety car waiting for the leader on the back straight. So, moment 29, so they've got 12 laps to go or 11 laps to go. Get the safety car out of the way, tidy this pack up, and then will be a mad dash to the finish. Safety car picks up Brendan Zatira. With a 12-second pit stop, has managed to jump Smith in the lane. Smith's in for a 15-second stop. Hayes in for 11. Michael Power in for 13 or 14 seconds. Rob Baxter stopped for 4.62 seconds. So I'd say Baxter has only just gone up on the Jackson down. Got a drop of fuel in. I don't think he's had enough time there to change tyres. Interesting strategy. Ross Watson and Wilbo just up and down to change tyres. So interesting to see how Baxter goes without the tyres here. Lower rated driver. Oh, he's in front of Baldock too. Okay. Try and work out who that is.
I know who that is. Can't be Mr. Roy Clark.
Oh, he's in front of Baldock too. Yeah. Trying to see where Buddy Dave's ended up after that. Bill Whiting, Jeff Sanford, Tim Vermey. And definitely rolling this one out. Safety car brought to you by RaceKraft Simulations, our major sponsor of the V8 Veterans League. Been with us quite a few seasons. You are in the market for a new rig. Highly recommend you give John and the team a call. RaceKraft, they will definitely look after you. And they look after our league as well. A little bit going on here. Race control, got to get organised, do some wave arounds. Unlike some other splits, we did have some safety cars. Relatively clean sheets this week. I was very impressed looking at penalty sheets when they went up. I think only 2 or 3 things in split 2 and split 3. Only a handful in the other 2 splits. So I think that's pretty impressive for this track.
Yeah. They've been watching how we race.
The only thing I haven't hit safety car.
Praying for a safety car in split 3 so I can climb up a bit more, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, I was sitting in with Scott McKenzie through there. It was hard yak for you boys. It's working hot.
Yeah, definitely some hard work by all. So we'll have a bit of a look at the field while we get a chance. Craig Rose, he's up in 35th. He's up one spot. David Logsdale, the oldest man on the grid at 74, doing very well. He's up 5 spots in 34th.
They always had nice liveries, eh? HAR boys.
They definitely do. Simon Pitt in 25th, he's up 16 spots. Baldock behind him in 26 is up 11. Peter Morris up 16 spots in the fishy entry. And of course, a bit further along, Gunter is up 18 spots in 20th. He's doing relatively well. Good night out for him. And McMillan is back in 16th after that incident in second place. Shane Patterson, he is recovered himself. He's got himself back up into 18th. That's a good recovery drive from where he was at the back of the grid at the start of the race. Charlton in 16th, he is up 11. That is a great drive from him. Peter Wilkinson is up 1 in 15th. In 13th, Darren Walden is up 9 spots. Glenn Wilbo, he's doing really well, up 6 spots in 11th. Ross Watson in the 10 now, up 5. So that's a great start, great effort from you, Ross. This run home now.
Hey, run something.
And the next man, of course, Tommy DeWitt in 9th, up 2 spots. Nice consolidated drive from Tommy. I think he'd be pretty chuffed with how he's travelling there at the moment. Martin Lipsky is up 16 spots in 8th, but has only done 1 compulsory pit stop. It's according to my SDK. And Andrew Lisner is up 6 spots. He has done 2 stops for 7th. Braden O'Loughlin done 1 stop for 24. So I have to double check that. See where that ends up for him, or has done 1 or 2. Rob Baxter in 5th, up 3. Michael Power is in 4th in the championship, 4th on the track at the moment, up 2 spots. Hayes has lost 1. Smith has lost 1, and Zatera is up 3 in P1. So fair effort from a few of these blokes. As we're still waiting for the waiver rounds to happen. Some technical delays. So definitely going to be a mad rush home, I think, once we get all this sorted and settled down. It looks like everyone's pulling off to the left now, so waiver rounds will be about to happen shortly. And here we go. First car to go past. Right. Very interesting. Let's see if Smith can get himself back past Zatera. What will Hayes do? And we've got to double check ourselves, but O'Loughlin on my SDK, I don't know about you boys, but my SDK's got him down for 1 stop, so I'm not sure what the go is there.
It definitely goes in for a second. Make a big horse or not.
I've got him stopping on lap 13 for his first stop. So people actually made 3 stops towards the back of the pack. Ro's friend have made 3 stops. Young Mark dying on us there.
Young. Sure, I don't know about that.
Warren Robinson flies past. Definitely great to see 41 cars on track this evening.
Yeah, good big splits, eh?
Tough track for a big field.
Definitely is. When you're sitting on the starting line wondering whether you're going to light the tyres or you're actually going to walk and go. Well, that's me anyway, but I'm 50 at the moment.
The extra long safety car period definitely makes sure that fuel won't be an issue.
Did you say 2 in the top 10 have only done the 1 stop?
That's what I'm seeing on SDK, so I'm sure it noted. I'd be surprised if Braden's only done 1 stop. Anyway. I think the safety car will be in this lap, and then it will be battle stations to the end.
Big time.
Big time. I guess after this restart, keep an eye on Listener. Keep an eye on Baxter. Rob running in P5. Great drive from him.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's been working very hard with the Nova Sim Sports boys. Getting a bit of coaching over in there, that neck of the woods.
Definitely paying off.
And safety car pulls away. Was Lucas racing in the over 60s on Monday night? Great standing car, the McLaren. And nicely ducks it down the lane. Zatira now has control. He just disappeared and he's back. And we are green flag racing. We are away. I just keep an eye on this group. You boys blinking in it. But anyway, we'll keep going. Where's my friend? A bit down here. We'll come to him in a second. Zatera gets a second jump on Smith and Hayes. The rest of the field back there fairly well bunched up. Might just jump back here. Chin going for the inside. Looks at a big dive. And that didn't pay off. And luckily though, Chinny didn't hit anybody, but Zatira definitely got the pace. He got the jump on Smith. And Hayes going with. And might just go back a little bit into some of these battles. Might jump on board with our good mate Wilco.
Well done, back to 15th.
Yeah, driving very well. All over the back of Holly. Oh, smoke in front of him. Bit of a check up. Oh, he's in trouble. Hey, into the back of Hughes. And we are sitting still here. Look at that oncoming traffic. How scary is this? Oh, God. It's got to wait your time. Oh, bit of a gap here. Oh, Wilco. That is an absolute terror, that one, as we go back up to the front.
We're on here.
It's back on here. Smith has caught up to Zatera. A few little battles already through the pack here. Wee bit loose from Zatera. Managed to hang on to it though. Oh, Smith has a bit of a look. Can't get the job done there. A very brave man to have a crack at that spot. As we're now rolling the lap 36. So these laps starting to tick down now. 5 to go. Can Zatera hang on from Smith? Can Hayes close that gap? Can Power get Hayes? Rob Baxter hanging on the 15th. O'Loughlin, I think, has only made one stop. He's up 24 spots in 6th. I'm not sure. I think he got caught out by that earlier on in the season, so I'd be surprised if he's done it again. Done well to make tyres last anyway, I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Smith now tucked right up behind. Very good look at the back of that player one entry. Right. Let's go a little bit further back. Have a look at David Leslie. He's up 6 spots in 25th. There's 4 laps to go here, so everybody battling for every position. Whiting ducking into the lane, so not sure what that's about.
Oh bugger, he was quick.
He's under putting a bit of pressure on Watson now. This is a battle for the top 10. Darren Walden just tucked up behind these lads. I'm aware Lipsky did one stop, but I'm not aware of I think he may have pitted actually.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. Yeah, Lachlan's now back in 23rd, so he has pitted. So that solved that one. No, he hasn't pitted, sorry. Something's happened to him. Going very slowly. Go back to the front of the pack. Brendan Zatera. He is holding off Smith. This is a battle and a half with 3 laps to go.
He's still doing 32s up there.
They're doing well. Shows his nose. 27. These boys absolutely flying. Last time around, a 133.24, 132.93, 132.95 for Hayes. So these guys are not mucking around. There we go. Lisnar Braden hit the fence, second last corner. That didn't show up on my system. Might just jump on with Jason Chin for a second. One of 2 Fishy Motorsports entries. Let's just see. Here he comes. Been struggling with turn 3 all night. And, this time he's found the cushion. Didn't hit it too hard, I don't think. Got the car going pretty quick. Let's jump back up front with Smith. So this is now turning into a 3-way battle up here. As we start the penultimate lap. And of course, I show everyone else's blemishes, so I better show my own. Oops, around she went. That's pretty much my night, summed up in one move. Let's jump back on with Zatera. Half a second lead from Hayes, from Smith, and then half a second back to Hayes. Power a little bit further back. He's now 1.8. He's off the pace with these lads. So
next step. Real quick.
Great driving. Of course, you'd think Smith would be thinking about the championship here. He'd know a P2 would be a good result. Almost lost it on the bump. That now falls him back to Hayes. It's definitely all happening right out to the wall. I think Shelton's had a bit of a spin in the back there. This is the final lap. Zatera laying down a claim for a victory here. Ray Smith looked a little bit deep.
Well done.
Oh, you look at the relative and you see the leading three cars all within a second of each other. What else are you going to do? Like, let's get out of their way. That's not my battle. Zatera doing very well. He's got this gap out now to 8. I think Hayes and Smith is where the battle's at. I think Smith's more worried about behind and in front, thinking of the championship. But mind you, P1 to Zatera will move him up in the rankings.
Zay's got a run.
He's coming around. One corner to go. And it looks like it's going to be brush of the wall from Smith, but it's going to be a race victory to Brendan Zatera from player 1 over Ray Smith, Brad Hayes, Michael Power in second. Rob Baxter brings it home in 5th. That is a great drive from him. Andrew Listener will be home in 6th, up 7 spots. Tommy DeWitt up 4 into 7th, a top 10 finish for him. He'd be pretty chuffed with that. And then, of course, Adam Hughes in the top 10 as well for 8th. Ross Watson up in 9th, up 6 spots. Darren Walden up 12 in 10th. Martin Lipsky, DSQ, because of a 1 CPS. Dave Holly will finish in 12th. 13th is Shannon McMillan, down 3 spots. Down 10 spots. Carl Pickering up 7 in 14th. Shane Patterson recovered to get back to 15th. I think that's a fair recovery from him. Still 10 spots behind. Up 22 spots is this bloke who... Here he is. This bloke here, I think that is a stunning drive by him to be up 22 spots in 16th. I don't know about you, Blakes, but I reckon he's my vote for driver of the day. So I don't know what you Blakes think about that, but I think for him, he's had some rough trots and some bad luck, and I think for him to be up 22 spots in 16th is bloody awesome. In front of Baldock as well. Got to rub that in. And then 17th was Jeff Sanford, 18th up 10 was Neil Waters, 19th up 15 is Tim Vermey, and 20th was Shelton, 21st up 16 was Baldock as well. So not sure who you boys think, but let me know what you guys think he should be driver of the day.
Yeah, mate, gone through all the way.
Gunter all the way? All right, we'll lock that one in as I get rid of the text there. I always forget to do that bit. There we go.
22 on this track is pretty good.
Yeah. And considering the battle cry during the warm-up was, I hate this place. I think we've found the missing ingredient for Gunter, and that is he's got to hate every track. That is a great drive. We will give that one to him. And of course, go back now. Brendan Zatera was our pole man, was our race winner. Not with us, but I know he would love to thank the one and only player 1. Those lads look after him very well. And Brendan representing them very well in the league in Split 4. Our second man, of course, was Ray Smith. Ray, of course, was in the chat with us last week. And, of course, representing Infinity Motorsport. Sponsored by WD-40, and Brad Hayes, of course, in P3, representing the Apex Esports League as well. I think there's plenty of sponsors of those leagues. If the boys were in here, they could probably thank their sponsors for them, but that's the best I can do with that. With that one, we'll have a quick look at the championship standings. Of course, this is 5 rounds with no drops. So Shannon McMillan hangs on to the championship lead at the moment from Brad Hayes by 1. Michael Power is only 6 further behind. And then Jeff Sanford, 37 back in 4th. Darren Walden's the mover. He's jumped from 7th to 5th. Ben Ree holds on to 6th. Wilkerson drops from 5th to 7th. Holly in 8th. Zatera 9th now. Patterson in 10th. Baldock in 11th. And, of course, Brad Hayes is saying that he wants to thank Pagnian, Advanced Simulations, Next Level Racing, Viva, Dubby, Fanatec, and Razor. And then, of course, the other thing we've got to do is start factoring drops in, which we will do starting from next round. We'll start factoring in one drop. So that will start to make it interesting because you've got Ray Smith sitting there on 21 with 2 firsts and a second. So definitely be interesting to see how Ray goes when we start putting some drops in. So definitely, here we go. Brad Hayes has got more sponsors: Stump Grinding, Central Coast, Chubby Buns Burgers, Project 45 Designs, my personal sponsor SMG Sports, and of course I thank you to Apex Esports League and the rest of the team. That's all from Brad Hayes. And that kind of leaves us, guys, with next week. Next week we'll be back to our Friday night time slot. Got to say I'm looking forward back to that. And of course, we will be at the one and only Okayama up on the mountaintops of Japan. It is a very technical, tight little circuit, and it will create some interesting racing as well. I haven't really done a lap yet in the Gen 3, so it'll be interesting to see, but I've sort of got a feeling it'll be a track that'll suit the Gen 3. So, yeah, be looking forward to seeing how that goes. I want to say a huge thank you, of course, to our league sponsors, RaceKraft, Logi, Parramatta, Isuzu, Utes, Sud Speeds, Player One, Nova Sim Sports, Chubby Buns, of course, and, of course, LGC Images, and not to forget as well, Bin the Blade for Balin. And I'd really want to also thank Ross and Mark for coming in this evening and joining me in the chat. All of our drivers, all of our race control, all of our admin team, and of course, everybody in the chat that's out there watching. It's been great having you guys involved this evening. Not sure if any of you boys want to add.
No, just look forward to seeing you all on track next week.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. On that note, we'll say goodnight and we will see everybody again soon. Thanks for watching.
Gotcha.
Introducing the RaceKraft PT1, custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed the Cage, an 80/40 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with the 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a RaceKraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in soundbar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The RaceKraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.